Right now, after hours of intense discussions, the Verona School Board makes a decision on what to do about the district security director after an altercation with a student. Also, the search for a missing submersible in the Atlantic Ocean continues as the sub runs out of oxygen. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in. We begin with the Verona School Board's decision to not fire District Security Director Corey Saffold. This after he was charged with hitting a student at the district's high school last month. The decision came after more than a 7-hour meeting that wrapped up at around 1:30 this morning. The board did condemn Saffold's actions, saying that they did not live up to the standards of its policies. Saffold will finish out his current contract and start a new one afterwards. Meanwhile, new video of the May 18th incident at the high school has been released. Surveillance cameras catch Saffold hitting a student in the head with his elbow before wrestling them to the ground and then punching them. Saffold's attorney has argued that he acted in self-defense to keep other students safe. Saffold is charged with a felony count of child abuse. A status conference in the criminal case is scheduled for July 17th. A man is recovering after being shot earlier this morning on Madison's southwest side. Madison police were called to the Allied Drive neighborhood around 12:30. There, officers found a man in his 20s with gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital. Police believe the victim and suspects had some sort of fight or encounter that led to the shooting. There are no suspects in custody at this time. A 53-year-old man in Janesville is under arrest after police say he showed a gun at a fight, then refused to surrender to officers. It happened yesterday afternoon around 5:30 on North Washington near the Highway 51 and 26 intersection. Police say the man pulled out a gun during a fight at a home. He walked back inside and refused to come out. After nearly 2 hours of talking with negotiators from the Janesville SWAT team, officers were able to arrest him. A 16-year-old boy is dead after crashing his dirt bike into a semi-truck in the town of Bradford yesterday. It happened near the entrance of the Carver Rural Park. The investigator revealed that the 16-year-old was riding his dirt bike and crashed into the passenger side of the semi-truck when he was exiting the park. Life-saving measures were attempted, but the boy was pronounced dead by the Rock County Medical Examiner. Let's head out to the weather patio now. Meteorologist Jacob Madison has a look at our first warm forecast, warming up quickly.
Yeah, it's pretty hot right now, despite the temperatures only being in the lower 80s. But I want to start with the air quality alert. We still have it in effect for most of Wisconsin, and this will continue to be in effect until 11 p.m. tomorrow. Surrounding areas are also under an air quality alert, but those alerts will expire a bit earlier. Now, most of the reason for the air quality alert is the ozone, but the reason the ozone's so high is a combination of sun angle and wildfire smoke. Now, if we look at the current future track smoke forecast, we do expect to see actually a bit more smoke, especially to the east of Madison, right around the lake, especially during the morning hours tomorrow. But then by the time we get to the afternoon and evening, we're going to continue to see some light smoke. And with the rain we possibly could see over the weekend, it does appear that at least to start next week, we may see no smoke in the air. Now, if we take a look at the high temperatures from the last 10 days, specifically the last couple of days, we've been pretty warm. We've been close to 90, but we haven't quite hit there just yet. Now, it's possible that today may be similar to the last couple of days where highs are in the upper 80s, but we could be right around 90. That's right where the high temperature is forecasted for. And if we look at the current temperatures, 84 in Madison, it will likely get to the 90s at places to the west of Madison. But at least for Dane County, high temperatures are forecasted to be in the upper 80s once again, but it wouldn't be a big surprise if we see them get into the lower 90s. And for the most part, we'll see mostly sunny skies, and clear skies will continue for tonight. Now, there is a chance of rain over the weekend, a pretty strong chance, I should add, and it looks to significantly cool things off for next week. I'll have more details on that coming up later in the show, but I'm definitely looking forward to the cooler temperatures because even right now, it's definitely a bit too hot for me.
Yeah, it's warm out there. All right, Jacob, come on in. It's cool inside. To an update now on the missing submersible, where the U.S. Coast Guard says it has found a debris field near the Titanic. It comes at a critical time in the search, which has now passed the 96-hour mark when breathable air could have run out. Roxana Saberi has the latest.
We're searching where the noises are, and that's all we can do at this point.
After 2 days of detecting noises underwater, the Coast Guard said Wednesday there's still hope for the 5 people on board OceanGate's missing submersible.
This is a search and rescue mission, 100%.
But both time and oxygen are running out.
In any search and rescue case, you look at all the different factors. How long we've been searching, what the survivability is, the oxygen on board. There is more than just one piece, and right now we're focusing on the search.
More rescue vessels are joining the effort, but searching for the small Titan in the near freezing and pitch black conditions on the ocean floor is challenging.
If I were a family member, I would remain hopeful, but people generally do not come back from the bottom of the ocean.
OceanGate has faced criticism for years.
This company decided to self-certify.
Engineer Bart Kemper was part of a marine technology group that expressed concerns in 2018.
It follows no code and follows no jurisdiction.
Kemper said the company agreed to be more transparent with passengers, but continued to operate as an experimental vessel without what the group said is typical certification.
How rare is it for something like this to happen?
We have not lost a non-military submersible before. We've had failures, we've had fatalities, but we've never had this type of incident happen before.
More search vehicles have been joining the effort, including a French deep diving robot that could help release a trapped vessel. But even if teams do find and free the Titan before time runs out, it would still be a challenge to bring it to the surface. Roxana Saberi, CBS News, Boston.
And the U.S. Coast Guard says it'll hold a press conference at 2 o'clock this afternoon our time. You'll be able to see that streaming on channel3000.com. The special counsel has begun sharing evidence with Donald Trump's defense attorneys in the case involving classified documents stored at Mar-a-Lago. The court filing submitted by Jack Smith's team shows that investigators collected multiple recordings of the former president, not just what was already released to the public. In addition to the recordings, the evidence includes transcripts of witness testimony before the grand juries in Washington and Florida. Trump has pleaded not guilty to 37 charges, which include willful retention of national defense information and obstruction. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, why the Federal Trade Commission is suing Amazon, and Nintendo announces a new Super Mario Brothers game. Details coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Fry Construction is celebrating 28 years with a big, big, big anniversary sale. Join us to save 28%. That's right, 28%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 28% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain? Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we were named by Glassdoor as one of the top dealership groups to work for in the country. We pride ourselves in being a fun, great place to work, and where our teammates always look out for each other. Oh, hey, Julia, you wanted Saturdays off to spend with your family, right?
Yeah.
Can she have that? Yes. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom, for the yes.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Buck and Honey's for Best Restaurant, Outdoor Dining Patio, and Best Bar with a View. Vote for all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including 4 Senses House Cleaning for Best Cleaning Service. Vote today for 4 Senses House Cleaning and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Roth Cheese for Best Cheese Producer. Vote for Roth Cheese and all your favorites on MadisonMagazine.com.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design, and home furnishing. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Amazon is accused of tricking millions of people into paying for Amazon Prime. The Federal Trade Commission is suing the world's largest online retailer. It says Amazon knowingly duped customers into signing up for and renewing its $139 a year Prime service and then made them jump through hoops to cancel. Amazon says the FTC's claims are false. Lab-grown meat could be served on a menu near you soon. The Agriculture Department just approved 2 California companies to sell chicken grown in steel tanks using cells that come from an animal, egg, or a special bank of stored cells. The cell-cultivated chicken will first be available at a restaurant in San Francisco and another one in Washington, D.C., owned by famed chef Jose Andres, before hitting stores. And Nintendo has announced that its beloved Super Mario Bros. Game is getting a remake. It'll feature new graphics and power-ups for main characters. The updated game comes to Nintendo Switch this fall. It follows the release of one of the year's biggest films, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which has grossed over $1 billion worldwide. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's up 40 points, the NASDAQ up 69, and the S&P 500 up a fraction. Well, some bitter news for chocolate lovers. Cocoa prices, which have already been soaring, are expected to climb even higher. So far this year, cocoa futures have risen about 21%. That's because supply isn't keeping up with demand. Industry experts say crop disease and heavy rains have hampered cocoa harvesting. El Nino is also a threat to bringing warmer global temperatures and poor conditions for growing cocoa. The Food and Drug Administration is developing new nutrition panels that will go on the front of packaged foods. That's in hopes that information will be more clear and easily understood so consumers can make healthier choices and avoid diet-related chronic diseases. The FDA also believes the new labeling will encourage the food industry to develop healthier products that Americans will want to buy. We'll share the egg prices coming up, Jacob's latest forecast as well. And then today on Live at 4, we travel back to 1990 and meet a UW agronomy professor who grew weeds intentionally. It's our Traveler Throwback Thursday.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
At Foster Funeral and Cremation Services, we honor legacies. Let us take care of the arrangement so you can focus on saying goodbye. Veteran-owned and operated. Experience exceptional care and affordable service with Foster Funeral and Cremation Services.
What if in 1968 the mayor said nope to Summerfest? How many bands would you have never seen? Would hitting 12 stages in one day even be possible? Thankfully, 55 years ago, Summerfest was a yes. Don't miss Milwaukee Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
My girl Lala and I have so much in common. Is your son as protective about you as mine is over me? He'd be like, Mom, let me see your phone real quick. For what? And please welcome Bashir Salahuddin.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Scope out your curbside seat. The Big Top Parade is back in the 608. Tomorrow I'm live with everything you need to know about this weekend's circus extravaganza.
And we'll be tracking the rain chances as we go through the later part of the weekend into early next week. Tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today. She'll be back on Monday, so here are your farm numbers. Well, June is Cataract Awareness Month, an eye condition that is America's leading cause of vision loss. Riley Carlson tells us it can be treated and introduces us to a man who is giving thousands of people their sight back.
High in this Himalayan valley, in a makeshift clinic, dozens of people are lining up outside for their chance to see again. All of these patients have cataracts, a condition that causes the lens of the eye to slowly cloud over, blurring vision before leading to blindness. They're here for surgery to replace their cloudy lens with a clear artificial lens.
They need help, really. You can see how eye care is so difficult and how healthcare would be difficult, how education would be difficult.
Dr. Sanduk Ruit is running this clinic in South Asia. He's performed more than 130,000 operations. A tech multimillionaire is funding the surgeries as a way of giving back after spending time in jail for mail fraud.
I think it's a crime for some people like us not to do more.
In the U.S., the CDC estimates 20 million Americans older than 40 have cataract in one or both eyes. By age 65, more than 90% of people in the U.S. will develop cataracts. Dr. Ruit checks the results once his surgeries are done.
I'm very happy.
He says restoring people's sight never gets old.
It really energizes me and recharges my battery.
The pair has now set a lofty goal: 500,000 more surgeries in 5 years. Riley Carlson, CBS News, London.
And cataracts are more prevalent in Nepal than almost anywhere else in the world. Interesting. Let's check back now with Jacob for the complete forecast.
Yeah, if we look at the 3 things you need to know, it is going to remain hot through the end of the week. Highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees, but we are going to see some showers and storms beginning Saturday night, and that will really cool things off for next week. But before I talk about the rainfall we expect to see, here's a look at the updated drought monitor, and parts of Wisconsin have been upgraded to a severe drought, and that includes portions of Dane County. And all of Wisconsin is now under at least abnormally dry conditions, whereas last week there were portions in the central and northern part of the state that were under no drought whatsoever. So all of Wisconsin dealing with the drought, but hopefully we do have a good amount of rainfall for this upcoming weekend, and there is the potential that we could see quite a bit. Right now we're seeing very dry conditions across the Great Lakes region. Some rain is starting to move into the Midwest out from the west, but it won't enter our area until the weekend. If we look at future track, we are going to continue to see a lot of sunshine for tomorrow. I'm not really going to see a ton of wind, so the heat index may be a bit higher. It's not going to be very humid though, so that will keep it down a bit. For Saturday, we are going to see more sunshine, but then Saturday night is when the rain will start to move in. It will be pretty heavy at times, and it also could last for quite a bit. The low is going to kind of just stick around out here in the Great Lakes region, and it will bring a good amount of rainfall, and hopefully we see a decent amount of rainfall for several hours, which is definitely in the realm of possibility for your Sunday. I would definitely suggest, if you have any outdoor plans for Sunday, to probably cancel it because it could rain throughout much of the day. And as for Monday, we're going to continue to see more rainfall. As I mentioned, that low pressure system is going to really take its time to move out of our area, which is certainly a good thing because that helps us bring more rainfall. And then for Tuesday, that's when the rain will clear out of our area. And for the most part, we are going to be dry after Monday for next week. But before then, we're going to see a good amount of rainfall. I'm hoping these totals could actually be a bit higher, up to an inch as possible, really for all of our area. Now, unfortunately, this won't counter the drought that we've been seeing, but at the very least, it will stall it. And it does appear we do have some small chances of rain throughout next week, but not quite as significant as what we will see this weekend. So as far as temperatures, lows will be in the upper 50s tonight, mostly clear skies. Highs tomorrow, very similar to today. Could get to 90 in Madison. Haven't gotten to 90 so far this week. Today and tomorrow, you know, the temperatures could be relatively the same. Conditions will be the same as well. And then as for your Saturday, it will be a bit warmer possibly, with lower to mid 90s possible, but that rain will move in overnight and it will really cool things off for next week. Highs on Sunday will be in the lower 80s and then 70s possible at times next week. Next week as a whole will be a lot cooler, although it will be a lot drier, or I wouldn't say a lot drier. It will be dry after Monday, but with the rainfall that we are going to see Sunday and Monday, you know, the grass will probably be just a little bit greener, which I assume will make a lot of people happy. Now, as far as the amount of rainfall we get Saturday night into Monday, there is the potential for a lot, so let's keep our fingers crossed. You know, the system has continuously looked like it will produce a lot of rainfall across our area. Depending on how fast that low pressure system moves out, though, will determine just how much rainfall we receive. But as I mentioned, Sunday, you know, it's probably going to be a washout, so start changing your plans if you have any outdoor plans. But Saturday, it's going to be fine if you enjoy the heat at least, but it's not going to be raining until the overnight hours.
All right, let's hope for the best. All right, thanks, Jacob. Happening today, Milwaukee's Summerfest 2023 has officially begun. The 55th annual world's largest music festival offers 9 jam-packed days featuring artists from all genres, including Eric Church, Elvis Costello, Imagine Dragons, and Earth, Wind & Fire. The festival runs from now through July 8th and will be sticking with the 3-weekend format that was developed during the COVID-19 pandemic. Tickets start at $26. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today, we're using a few of summer's best veggies to whip up a dish that's restaurant special. It's so easy, you might feel guilty once you taste how good it is.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy Words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Does our foam insulation save on energy costs? Listen to this.
After USA Insulation came in and put the foam in, we noticed almost immediately the following month it was about a $40 decrease in our bill. The following month after that, it was around $50, $55. So we started seeing results almost immediately after they put the insulation in.
After the installation was done, we've cut our bills in half, both winter and summer.
USA Insulation.
When it comes to making dinner this time of year, we look for ideas that are fresh and quick, and whenever possible, take advantage of our bounty of fresh veggies. With that in mind, I know you're going to love today's light-tasting pasta dish that's tossed with a confetti of roasted veggies. We start by cutting up a few plum tomatoes, some zucchini, summer squash, and an onion. All that goes into a bowl and gets tossed with some olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper. Next, we place our veggies on a ribbed baking sheet and into a hot oven they go until they're tender and the edges are brown. While they roast, we'll boil up some angel hair pasta, and that can be regular or whole grain. Once our pasta is tender, we'll drain it, then we'll toss it with the roasted veggies and the pan drippings, a little fresh basil, and a bit of grated Parmesan cheese, and it's time to dig in. Simple, yes. Fresh tasting, you bet. Budget friendly, of course it is. To get the easy recipe for our fresh garden pasta, simply visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly, our resident pasta lover in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found fresh from the garden way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Say hello to Isadora. This one-year-old pup has lots of energy and loves playing outside. And with her toys, Isadora can be nervous around big groups and loud noises, but once she's comfortable, she will show off her goofy side. She's also quite smart and ready to start her next adventure with a new family. Isadora is part of the Lonely Hearts Club, so her adoption fee has been reduced. Look at that face. Well, Saturday, July 15th, you can help support the Humane Society by visiting the Pro Clip Car Show. It'll be held at the Boulevard on Madison's east side. Admission is free, and visitors can enjoy hundreds of unique cars, food, drinks, and bowling. For more information, visit giveshelter.org/events. Last week's pet, Moses the cat, is still available for adoption, but Sully the cat from 2 weeks ago has been adopted. If you're interested in adopting Isadora or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Here's Jacob now, one final look at the weather.
Yeah, it's going to remain hot for the rest of this week with temperatures right around 90 degrees again today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Chance of rain Saturday into Sunday. There is the possibility that we could see a lot of rain from this system. So hopefully we can start to see the drought monitor at the very least stall for the upcoming week.
All right, any bit will help. That's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.